You don't need to go to Niagara Falls when you can eat some Brian balls.
What is up, diecast collectors? This is OBB, the diecast news guy, and welcome to another NASCAR Authentics diecast review for Wave 7. This is probably going to be the final Wave 7 video that I'm going to be doing for NASCAR Authentics, because you guys know I'm not planning to review the William Byron Rookie of the Year car, because I just see no point in getting that. That's just my opinion. But this right here, I decided to probably save the best for last, even though this car is pretty outdated now, considering this driver doesn't even drive for this team anymore. And you probably know what I'm talking about. But for any guys who live under a rock, today we are going to be reviewing Jeffery Earnhardt's 2019 IK9.com Toyota Supra for the NASCAR Xfinity Series for Joe Gibbs Racing. So this was a pleasant surprise that we got from Lina Racing for Wave 7 of NASCAR Authentics. I did not really think we were going to get this car, to be honest with you, especially with the news that was released back in August that Jeffery Earnhardt actually ended his contract with Joe Gibbs Racing and IK9. Hence why you see a lot of other drivers that are substituting for him, including Riley Herbst and Brandon Jones, I believe, also had a sponsorship with this car, with this 19 car, of course. And yeah, many others as well, guys, like Jack Hogsworth, and I think even Matt DiBenedetto even got possessed. So there was a lot of really interesting drivers in the 18 car for this year. But now, as we know, the news that what was it? Riley Herbst would get to take over the 18 car, and yeah, you know, I'm gonna have some strong opinions about that once we get into the unboxing of this video. But if you guys take a look, guys, right here, this is a very unique box, and this is the second time we've got a Jeffery Earnhardt car released in NASCAR Authentics. The other one was his Keen Parts car from the Don's Throwback car from 2016, so really cool. But there is the back of the packaging if you guys want to see that. Nothing new, pretty much the exact same packaging that we got for Wave 7, as Jeffery Earnhardt almost took a tumble, just like with his contract. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start the unboxing and the diecast review of the Jeffery Earnhardt Toyota Supra IK9 car. Alrighty, guys, we got the diecast out of its box, and before we get started on this diecast review of the Jeffery Earnhardt Toyota Supra IK9.com car, let's look at the little accessory that comes with this. And this is a very unique trading card that we got right here. I mean, we usually don't get trading cards like this that much often. Especially if you guys have if we mostly get, you know, the race version releases. But this one right here, it's a standard release. There's nothing race version about it. But really cool, guys. See, we got Jeffery Earnhardt. You know, this is pretty much an outdated photo now, considering what I just said in the introduction. But you see right there, he's with a nice little cute dog right there, a little IK9 dog. So really cool. And on the back, it could just tell you right here about some information if you guys want to pause the video and read all that. But clearly, I do not have the time to read all that, because we came here for a diecast review, not a trading card review. But luckily, there's no flaws on this card. Well, I mean, no lie, no. They would just bend it and then put it in the freaking packaging. So, but can't say I'm not surprised right there. But my God, guys, this diecast right here, guys. I mean, when this car got first released in the gold series for the 1/64 scales, the ones that come in the little boxes, that's what the gold series is. For anybody out there who's new to this channel and don't know what I'm referring to, that's the terminology that they use that for. I believe that this was released separately. I don't think they made a Kyle Busch 1/64. However, though, we will be getting two variants of this car for the 187s for the not the blind bags, for the 2-packs of Wave 3. Feel free to check out my video if you guys want more information about that. But we'll be getting a Jeffery Earnhardt one, and along with the Truex Sirius XM car, and we'll be also getting a Kyle Busch IK9.com car as well. So not really much differences right there, but could be a race winner sticker on that, because he did one in that paint scheme. I believe it was either Atlanta or Las Vegas. It was one of the early races, I believe. I think it was Las Vegas, because Christopher Bell won Atlanta. So yeah, but this paint scheme right here is really cool. Jeffery Earnhardt had a lot of cool promises to make with this car, but unfortunately, and had nothing to do with the sponsor. Jeffery Earnhardt apparently just left at his own terms. All right, so it's not like a DC Solar incident, but so you know, you can't feel bad for IK9. I mean, them and Extreme Concepts Incorporated Racing, you know, they were the main, I mean, especially Extreme Concepts, because, you know, they were the ones that mainly got Jeffery Earnhardt into this ride, because they were planning to ride the 81 car as well, I believe, in the Cup Series. But I think they ran a couple races, but they didn't really have full funding, I believe. Feel free to put in more information in the comments if you guys have more about that, since I'm just, you know, pretty brief on that stuff, because, you know, That's just what I do. But this is a really nice looking car, guys. And so far for, any decal quality, I mean, there's some folding right there, but I don't really see anything terrible. And plus, I forgot to mention that this is the first time we ever got a Toyota Supra diecast in this wave. I mean, to be honest, guys, I mean, when they first announced Toyota Supras, I was like, okay, they're probably going to add Christopher Bell because, he was their first official winner in the Toyota Supra. Oh, there we go. There's a nice paint chip right there. Haha, that's... Oh, God, it looks like the Joe Gibbs Racing logo got shot. Look at that shit. The camera doesn't want to focus on it because everything's just black, but look at that. The Joe Gibbs Racing logo. Yikes. That's not good, especially for a team that just won the freaking championship for Kyle Busch in this number. So, yikes. That's a big yikes right there, but no Lionel, they think everything's fine. Oh, God, there's a paint chip on the side skirt. Okay, I definitely need to clean my eyes out more because apparently there is a lot of paint chips on this car somewhere. But anyways, what I was trying to say after all these misconceptions that we got, this is a really nice looking car. I like the blue. It's very bright and vibrant, and this nice gradient fade background that we got, if you guys look closely, it's just an American flag, guys. So you got the stars right there and the stripes, and just how it transitions, guys, from gray to black. That's really cool. I mean, this is really nice, guys. And also his patriotic car also got released, which is really nice. And if you look closely, there's the Alabama license plate on the back. And I believe they are different for each driver, if I'm not mistaken. So that is really cool that they add that little amount of detail right there. But what I was trying to say about the Jeffery Earnhardt car is that it's sold out at PlanBSales.com, I believe, when they first released it in the 164 Gold Series. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. But Lionel just has to, constantly cut me off with their quality issues. God, we can only hope 2020 will be better, but knowing my luck, it's going to be even way worse. I mean, watch, we're probably going to get backwards numbers while we're at it, so maybe we'll get an 81 car after all, guys. But, I mean, long story short, guys, this is a really cool looking car, and Jeffery Earnhardt had a lot of good runs in this car, guys, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe he did got a top 10 in this car a few times. I mean, he first drove this car, I believe, at the Daytona, at the opening race for the Xfinity Series at Daytona. But, my God, this is just a really cool looking car. But now time to do the side-by-side comparison of this car, which will be the last time we've ever had an 18 car released in NASCAR Authentics, which was this year, all the way back in, I believe, I want to say Wave 1 or Wave 2. Probably Wave 2, I believe. I should know. I'm the diecast Authentics guy, after all. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have a diecast to compare, so I decided to do this because, they're both number 18. They're both number 18 cars for the the Xfinity Series. But of course, I mean, a lot of people will probably say that the Camrys look a lot more better, and I will agree. The Supras, I mean, the mold does look really cool. I mean, the mold is very accurate, guys. They did a really good job, even down to the curvature and the spoiler. Really fantastic job. I mean, I think that's the only good thing that Lionel can do right is make a good, correct mold. If only their decal quality was a little bit better and the paint quality as well. Well, the paint quality's not bad, but I just wish it didn't chip as much, guys. I mean, because it seems like we're getting a lot more chips on these diecasts than usual. But if you look, man, I mean, just the car is just so much more lower and more curvier compared to the squarish back that we've had. And it looks really cool. That's something I do like. I do like the back end of the Toyota Supras. They look a lot more better. But the front ends, in my opinion, still look a little wonky. And this comes from a guy who does love Toyota as a manufacturer. All right, I can already hear the comments already. Oh, you like those damn cheating Toyotas? Well, to answer your question, I do like those damn cheating Toyotas, as I'm literally shaking the camera of excitement right now. My God, hope I'm not getting you guys any motion sickness. But yeah, guys, I mean, solid car, even though it's an outdated car. I still recommend getting it, guys, because this will be a great collection to go out for anybody who is a big fan of this paint scheme. So yeah, and I recommend getting the patriotic car as well, guys, which I just talked about in the last episode of the Diecast News. Feel free to check that out, because that is another cool looking car, and would be cool if we get that car for NASCAR Authentics. But there's only so much limited spots that we can have for NASCAR Authentics. We can't have them all. So anyways, guys, this has been OBB, the Diecast News Guy. Thank you guys so much for watching this Diecast review of the Jeffery Earnhardt 2019 number 18 IK9.com Toyota Supra for Joe Gibbs Racing in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. And I will catch you guys hopefully on yet another NASCAR Authentics Diecast review.